Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are well. I'm back again with another pick a card reading, and today's topic is going to be what's your reputation? So, my lovelies, what I would like you to do is take a look at these two images. Which image do you feel more drawn to? And if you feel like you need more time, then pause this video. If not, let's get straight into your readings. I hope you guys enjoy, and everything will be timestamped in the comments below. Hey part one, so if you guys chose this image, let's get into your reading, my lovelies. I hope you guys enjoy and that some of these messages will resonate for you. So messages for pile one. What's pile one's reputation? Pile one's reputation, please. The moon, the devil, the six of swords, and we have the justice. I like that. I don't know if some of you had addictions in the past, whether this is relating to drug abuse, alcohol abuse, something about you was secretively hiding it, or you was in some form of illusion over it, or others of you, there's something about you that you had unhealthy ways, whether it was to do with your shadow side, it could possibly be your mindset, behavior patterns. I feel like your reputation has changed. It's gone from people seeing you in a really unhealthy way to now in a lot of light. So whether you used to be in unhealthy, toxic relationships, whether these are friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, take it as it resonates. There's definitely something like people thought that, they could see what you couldn't, and it's because of that devil energy there. And I feel like now your reputation has changed, that you are someone who is all about protecting your peace. You've possibly relocated for some of you, or just overall you've unlocked the shackles. There's a breakthrough here when it comes to that devil energy here. You've transitioned as well. That now, out of that situation, whatever that means for you, is that you are now doing what's fair and right for you. I don't know if some of you was in a legal situation pertaining to this unhealthy experience. That's for some of you. If not, justice talks about karmic justice here. So I feel like your reputation is like where you went through these unhealthy situations, or like I said, some form of addictions, where you had an addictive behavior pattern, mindset, a person that you was attached to, whatever, people based situation, right? What's come out of your reputation now is that, people see that you stand with a lot of integrity now. You do what's right for you. You make decisions based on fairness. Not only what's right for you, but just overall, you live more of I don't know, I'm really getting an honest life here, being honest within yourself and staying true to you. I hope that makes sense, guys. Let's keep going. I've got Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer here. What's pile one's reputation, please? Eight of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands. Tell me more about that. The King of Cups. I just had a message in my head. So if people ring you, I feel like I'm talking to a pile one who doesn't like when people just ring them out of nowhere and be like, I'm in your area, can I come and see you? It's like, no, we got to plan that shit. I don't know where that's going, because I just heard someone knocking on the door when these two cards come out. So your reputation is in the respect of when it comes to visitors, you're like, no, you're either like, no, you can't come in my home, or just overall, no, you can't just be knocking on my door. Something about some of you, you don't even open the door, like you pretend that you're not in. If you are a father or a mother watching this, there's something attached to your reputation that you've instilled in your children, like, don't answer the door. If I say to you that I haven't delivered a parcel, then why are you opening the door for? I don't know where that's going. There's something about a parent out there that tells their children, like, unless I tell you that I'm I've got a parcel coming on the way, or electricians come in, if we're not expecting visitors, they don't answer the door. Okay. there is definitely something attached to some people may see that you're quite suspicious of people. It could be slight paranoia as well that people may see it as, and I don't feel it could be. I mean, based on the cards of what you've gone through in the past, or this is recent, I don't know. But the Nine of Wands is someone who's wounded, they've gone through a lot, but what comes out of it is strength, determination, resilience. You've gone through many trials and tribulations. You've definitely been tested in your walk of life. And I feel like out of those challenging energies, what comes out of it is, like I said, some of you, your reputation is that you're quite scarce in a sense, you're on guard, you're quite suspicious of people's intentions. Okay. But with that King of Cups there, reputation is that you are someone who is very wise, diplomatic, you know how to control your emotions as well, especially if you are a counselor or a therapist, or just overall you're an empath, someone who's very intuitive. You give wise counsel. That's your reputation, whether it's your career, your profession, should I say, or not. And it's interesting because I'm intuitively getting that there could be, remember what I was saying about people knocking on your door and it's like, what are you doing? Or you try to avoid and make an excuse or something across those lines. These are people that I feel want your counsel, want your light. And it's like, maybe you have, or, I don't know, something about your reputation is you keep your distance. You keep your distance, you care. It's weird. It's like there's someone in your energy that knows that you love them, you care about them, that you sit in a lot of light and you mean well. But it's like you would possibly counsel them from a distance, like you wouldn't let them come in your energy, your aura. Okay. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. Your reputation is that you feel you're very sensitive. You're very sensitive to energies, If something takes place, it's like, I've got to digest this shit, I can't just be, say for instance that you receive bad news today, right? Everyone's built differently. There could be some people that's like, okay, here's what it is, let's just keep it pushing. For you guys, pile one, you're someone who has to, digest, let it all marinate, go through the motions. You're someone who definitely feels people's energies. That's your reputation, but also, like I said, very sensitive, empathetic to people's emotions, but not only that, your own. Like if you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood. Like nothing or no one can change your mind. It's like, just leave me. It's something about your reputation. Like when you get in your feelings, you get in your feelings, and it's like people know not to disturb you in that sense. You'll come out of your shell, you'll come out of your feelings when you've digested whatever that situation is about. Okay. Now we do have the Six of Wands here, which I really like. So your reputation here is that you are someone who is recognized for something, especially when it comes to career. So whether you have an online business, as I said with that King of Cups is a healer. So I don't know if this is relating to spiritual work, or overall you're a light worker. And light workers are not just about spirituality. No, it's just about whatever. If it involves helping others, that's light work there. So that's for some of you. If you do some form of work here that involves working with people or individual one-to-one work, and they're seeing that out of that you're highly respected, like they give you your flowers basically. Yeah, that strongly, guys. I like that for you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. So I feel like there's definitely something to do with unexpected visits. Let's go back to that your reputation is you're always busy. You're always busy, you've always got something going on. You could be someone who does something singly as well with that King of Cups. You could be a father or a mother in your masculine energy. That you have a busy lifestyle, that's your reputation. And it's interesting. If communication comes towards you, you'll say that you're busy, but then they'll see you doing something online. I don't know, or they'll see you've posted something that you were out in public, and it's like, hold on, you just said that you were busy. That's what I'm getting here. What's at the bottom of the deck? Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the High Priestess. Yeah, some of you definitely could be healers. Definitely with that High Priestess with the Queen of Cups. So I feel like your reputation is that your ooh, goodness. Your intuition scares people. I'm just saying, especially if you're a tarot reader watching this, you don't have to be a tarot reader, but some of you definitely could be. If you're not, there's something just attached to your partnerships. And I don't know what these partnerships mean for you. But oh yeah, Seven of Swords. So it could be that you call out lies and you literally make people shit themselves. Like, how the fuck did you know that? I don't know. It's giving a vibe like you know, people may feel like you're stalking them, you're researching information on them, and it's like no, you're just highly intuitive, very tapped in, very tapped in. So I feel like when it comes to spirituality here, you know, your reputation is you can't be fooled. You know, especially if you have conversations with people and it's like, you know, I just heard flexing. So I don't know if you actually have friends or whatever these partnerships, people in work, and it's like you're talking, right? You're having a conversation, and it's like, you know, when people just have the gift of the gab, and some people just chat shit and they may exaggerate their accomplishments. That could be something about people exaggerating their accomplishments, and it's like you're going along with it. And it's like, you know, people can tell that you're engaged, but you're not engaged because you can tell that they're lying. Oh no, guys. With the Nine of Swords to the Queen of Cups, though, your reputation is that you are someone who is able to calm people down. Um, I'm getting two energies. Some of you used to be one of those individuals, like say for instance, if you had a cold, right? And you could be this hypochondriac where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually dying. I've got a cold, but I feel like it's, I don't know, tonsillitis, and oh my gosh, my tonsils are going to come out today. I've got to go to the hospital. I've got to go to the A&E. I don't know where that's going. Like your and this is possibly linking into fear. Like some of you, your reputation is that you fear the absolute worst, but there's some of you that people see that as you've calmed that down in a sense where you don't worry and overanalyze over the little list of things, especially if you are someone who actually suffered from anxiety. I don't know if you are someone who's actually seeked therapy. That's for some of you. So if you are someone who, as I said, suffer from mental health issues or just overall used to worry over little things, if you would get sick, you would self-diagnose over Google. People are saying that you're more mellowed in that sense. Like you let God. You don't let worries and stresses overtake you in a sense where it causes mental anguish and affects your sleeping patterns in a sense. So these are, you know, obviously only people that are really close to you that see you in that respect. Others of you, let's flip it now, that if you are someone, like I said, a light worker here, your reputation, my goodness, I really do feel like there's something attached to your career where people give you your flowers. Like you make people have different techniques on how to lower their stress levels. I don't know if this is online work, so whether you meet these people over Teams or Zoom or something like that. And whatever you're saying, it's very compassionate, kind, loving. Like people can genuinely tell that you love what you do, but you're very genuine. You genuinely care. Like you feel what other people feel. You're an empath. You're an empath. So I really like that, guys. I really like that. Let's continue. Pole one, please. Pole one's reputation, and I'm going to close out your reading. Hangman, the Tower, Three of Cups. Your reputation is when it comes to invites and social events, like you back out at the last minute and you leave people hanging. Like literally, you leave people hanging. Guys, that's your reputation. Like, you know, when it comes to social events, you're like, no, thank you. Thank you for inviting me, but no, thank you. It's not my cup of tea. Or that you'll be like, yay, you gas them up, like, yeah, we're going out. And then it comes to the actual day, you're like, I've changed my mind. Literally, Tower is sudden change. It's like, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere. I don't think it came out of nowhere. I just feel like in the beginning you weren't down for it, but you just thought, let me just see if my mind's gonna change, and it doesn't end up changing, does it? It doesn't. Emperor at the bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, Hermit, someone who's very wise, something to do with a wise soul, an old soul. That's your reputation. So, say for instance, you could be someone who's 25, and there's people that see you as someone who, you've got years on you. Okay, it's like I don't know, something to do with also your reputation is you don't look how old you are. People are like, it doesn't make sense to them. But I'm really more swaying to your wisdom, where, as I said, you could be someone who's very young. Why am I getting like late 20s into 30s? But you are someone who has so much wisdom and advice, something about your practical, methodical approach and advice, that it makes people think that, are you sure you're like late 20s or 30s? So people are just really quite flabbergasted in the things that you say. If you are someone who is in your 20s, it's like you don't act it. You don't act it at all. Reputation when it comes to your community, home, you are someone who has everything in order. You keep your home well kept. If you are a parent, your reputation is that you're a good one. You set boundaries. You are strict. But your children do know that you do love them. It's just that you have other ways of showing them. Look at the Emperor's face. He ain't playing, is he? So I feel like if you are a parent, they know not to mess with you. They know not to mess with you, and you guide them in the right direction, especially when it comes to relationships. So these are more pertaining to the parents who have children who are, teenagers onwards, where they're now stepping into their independent relationships. You're someone who's a very protective parent, a good parent. Tell me more. I'm getting a message in my head. Yeah, I was getting that. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. I was gonna say, right, there's something about you breaking generational curses. So that's your reputation, that you're doing things differently in your community, in your own four walls. It's like, this is my home, So I don't know if you have a parent, right, where they mean well. I just had Caribbean in my head. I don't know where that came from. So this could be pertaining to whether it's Caribbean, African parents, or doesn't have to be, that's a channeled message, but I'm really talking to a par one who's been raised. I just heard India in my head as well. Something to do with culture here, tradition, values, where you've been brought up, right? Rightfully so. When we're born, as years goes on, things are instilled in us, right? And there's something to do with a father figure that has instilled a lot of values into you. And it could be something pertaining to a marriage or just overall traditional beliefs. And there's something attached to your reputation. It's like you're going completely opposite. Yeah, you're definitely changing that. I feel like your reputation is that you do things differently. You don't do, as much as you've got respect on your father or your mother's name, even though it's an emperor there, you take it as it resonates. Some of you possibly was raised by a single parent, and it's kind of like your reputation is that what I'm getting, like your parent actually respects you of the fact that you have taken a lead and you've done things differently. It's interesting because they wanted you to take the lead, but the fact that you stand up to them in a sense, not of disrespect to them, no, but it's kind of like you show them with your actions. I hear you and I respect you, but this is my home, this is my relationship, and it's kind of like they respect you more, the fact that you have a backbone and you're taking control of your own life, your own leader. I don't know where that came from, but that's what I have here, guys. So signs that I have here: Aries, Taurus. Someone could be on the cusp here. Aries, Taurus, cusper. We have Leo here, heavy Leo in this reading. We also have Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, and Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer. All right, my honeys, it was a pleasure reading for you, and all the best. Bye bye. Hey, part two. So if you guys chose this image, let's get into a reading, my lovelies. I hope you guys enjoy and that some of these messages will resonate for you. So what's your reputation, my lovely? What is pile two's reputation? Oh, okay. I wanted to. Oh, honey, the star, the world, and we have the 5 of Wands, that you are competition. There's a lot of people that want to compete with you, but also you are someone who's very competitive. It's interesting because your reputation is that whatever you are seen for, right? With that star there, I mean, goodness, there's a lot of people that put you on a pedestal, but they hate you at the same time, and it's really given a vibe of hating vibes, in a sense of where they feel like they can't get in your position. Like, oh, I don't know, you trigger some people, guys, because rightfully so. There's only one, well, obviously there's only not just one star, but in the case of tarot, right, there's only one star in the tarot deck. I don't know, some of you have Aquarius in your chart, you don't have to, but you shine bright, honey, especially if you do something online or you've achieved something. The world talks about accomplishments, achievements. So this is something that you've always dreamed of doing, though. Like, it's always been your dream. You've always been inspired to do this. It's not like a case of where it's just like, okay, I wake up today and let me get cracking. No, you've held on to that dream. In between that time, there's been power struggles. There's been times where you've also felt found yourself in a competitive situation where you've had to go through the battlefield and fight all these people off to get in this star position. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy, but there are some people that you've just made it, because they're just seeing the end result, right? But I'm really getting something to do with in a work field that you're seeing in a lot of light, clearly, with that star, but in the next breath, I'm really getting hating vibes. You know what they say, you can't compete where you don't compare. This is a prime example of all these people there with their wands fighting amongst themselves, and it's like, you make it look easy. I just heard you make it look easy. Even when people try to compete with you, it then starts to trigger them because they're not in that star energy where you are, honey. So I don't know if you get a lot of praises from work, employee of the month, or something about recognition here, whether you've actually, I don't know if this is relating to graduation or, like I said, an online business, you're an online creator for some of you. Whatever you do, period, you're definitely put on a lot of people's pedestals. Absolutely. It's your destiny, though. Whatever you do, it's your destiny. Let's keep going. What's part two's reputation, please? 7 of Swords. Yeah, these are, some people feel like, I've got to be real here, because you sit in so much light and you're being praised and recognized. You feel like you've cheated your way to get to the top. But again, I feel like these are more the people that are, going through power struggles and they're competing with you. I've also got to be real here. Protect your work, because I'm really getting something to do with these people. They're clearly not thriving, and so they're trying to copy your copycats. Really getting copycats here. So make sure that you trademark your work, or I don't know what you do for work, but make sure that you, I don't know, if it's something to do with paperwork or things that you sell, I would definitely look into, like, speaking to a lawyer so you can protect your work in that respect so people can't copy it. For others of you, I'm getting that, I don't know, something to do with performing here. Really getting that, because I'm just looking at that star there. I don't know if you guys are performers or they try to copy, and it's like this, it still ain't giving. And so they try to put it down to, no, it's part two. They're the cheater. They lied. They don't have a moral conscience. They lied their way through to get in this star energy. It's like, no, honey, you're just bitter. That's all it is. Just stop trying it now. It's just not working. I don't know where this is going, guys. Something about these people that try many times to try and copy you, and it just It just doesn't bang, like it's just not giving. Let's keep going. What's pile two's reputation, please? The Chariot. The Ace of Wands. I just heard go, 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 go. Yeah, you definitely give off a vibe that you're quite competitive. That's your reputation. It's like, no, I gotta be the winner. Even if you're playing games with family, that's for some of you. You know, it could be Monopoly or something. I don't know. It's like you always want to win. You don't want to be the sore loser in the situation. Something about you guys are always cheating in games here, board games or PlayStation. I don't know where that's going. Others of you, I'm getting an energy here of your reputation is that you're quite impatient. That's your reputation. It's like, no, let's go now. You know, if you're feeling inspired about something, you haven't got time to faff about. And you know, I'm really getting an impatient energy where you're quite impulsive in a sense. And but you make it happen. It's not like you're just being impulsive for the sake of being impulsive. No, it's just that you're someone who you dream big. So that's your reputation. That you have these big dreams, and it's like they're coming into my reality, whether you believe it or not. That's what I'm getting here. Let's keep going. Yeah, some of you, it's definitely to do with a company that you work for. That could be for some of you. Company that does very well, I would say. Good for you guys. Good for you. All right, let's keep going. Reputation for pile two, please. Seven of Pentacles. That you lie. You say you haven't got money, but really you have. This reading is too much. Oh no, I feel like family members, when it comes to your reputation with your family, like you've done really well. You've made it. Tens are all about ending. So I really do feel like you have either siblings or older than you, I would say. These family members are. And it's like they're really, I would say that this is not giving hating vibes. Like they're genuinely proud of you that you've got your own home, your homeowner, etc. So your reputation is that you've done very well for yourself. You've invested your money properly. You've taken heed of when it comes to money management. So I feel like there's a parent out there that's very proud of you that you've over when it oh no, I just had as a teenager. So as a teenager, you've always been saving money. You don't splash money here and there. You know, you've done it the right way. So I don't know where that's going. I'm about you saved money for years. I don't know, 17 years even for some of you. So yeah, I'm really getting that there's a parent out there that's very proud of you that you've taken heed of how to manage your finances, my honey. Yeah, 9 of Cups. So I feel like you're look at these people side-eyeing you because you're all chuffed and happy. I'm telling you, there is a pile two, sorry, a pile two out there that is your reputation is I'm feeling good, looking good, smelling good, I'm happy. I got everything, the finest things in life. And you got people I feel like over the internet or from a distance from you that are like, what? Who does she think she is? Or he thinks, whatever. Um, very specific message, but I don't know. These could be people that live in another country than you. So whether you have family overseas that are not so privileged, you know, where they don't live in a country that has certain privileges like you do. So I don't know where that's going. Like, look at us. We're over here. We're working really hard. I don't know where this is going because it's something about. I don't know if you go back to your hometown and you because it's given a vibe when you travel back to your home country that you have certain family members looking at you because it's what you wear or you're really content and just happy within yourself and they're quite weary and tired, you know, they have to put in, I don't know what this is about. So say for instance, right, if you live in the UK, we got washing machines. In the country where you live, they possibly have to like wring out their clothes, you know. I don't know where that's going, but that's only for some of you. Only take the messages that resonate. I feel like there's something attached to relatives overseas that have got it quite hard, where they would love to be in your position. They appear happy, but they give you the side eye in the next breath. 3 of Wands, and we have the Death. Something to do with travel here as well. So your reputation is that you're always traveling, you're always inspired to go to a next country. You come back home and then you're like, yeah, I'm booking another ticket. It's like you don't even like marinate that holiday that you come from. You're just like on to the next. You know, people always, your reputation is that you're always visiting different countries. You're never in your hometown. Death to the Two of Cups. What's that about? Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Emperor. Oh, so I feel like your reputation is that you've leveled up when it comes to love. Something about you've leveled up, like you abandoned the connection. Something about a rejection here. So either you got rejected in the past or someone rejected you. There's definitely someone being left out in the cold here. But why am I getting more for you? Like you left the connection out in the cold. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. And your reputation is that you've really leveled up when it comes to someone new in your life now. Like this the dog's bollocks. Emperor? Absolutely. So I feel like you was in a relationship for years for some of you. You left that out in the cold, or someone left you out in the cold. Someone abandoned the connection here, and your reputation is that there's a masculine that's now coming in your life that is a provider, a protector. Others of you, if there is a masculine, whether this was your husband, a boyfriend, your baby father that rejected you to be with someone else, your reputation is that this masculine possibly put you through financial constraints, hardship, some form of hardship, and what's come out of it is that you've risen from the ashes. That huge change, people really respect you of the fact that you didn't ask for no handouts. You done it all by yourself. You got yourself out of those power struggles, whether you're a man or woman in this Emperor energy. You got things in order, structure. You made something of yourself. You didn't let this situation knock you off your feet. It probably did for a while, I would say, but you mourned, you grieved, you accepted it, and you got yourself back in a stronger position. I really like that for you guys. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, a couple more, then I'm going to end your. Yeah, some of you, like I said, with the lovers here, something to do with you. You went through a really bad situation, experience in the love situation, but something came in for you even better now. I feel like these are family members. I don't know if something to do with a family member that was telling you to get rid of someone, like your family weren't keen on someone that you was with. Could have been your own father, like get rid of him. I don't like him. Something about him I don't like. David, that is your story. Yeah, something about family members that knew that someone was shady, or I don't know. I don't know. You know what they say, parents can see things that, I know for a fact when I was younger, my mum used to say, don't like that person. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? And there was a good reason behind it. Parents just know in it. It's just that mother instinct, father instinct. So that's for some of you. Some of you may have been seeing like your mother, your father was doing the absolute most. So if that is your story, there is something attached to a parent not liking your boyfriend or girlfriend at the time. And now they're quite happy with the person that's currently in your life. All right, always going to. That's a prediction. Now we have the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Your reputation is that you have a lot of money. But again, you've gone through your struggles to get there. 10 of Wands. You always got money on the mind. That's your reputation. Page of Swords. The Empress. I just heard you're beautiful. I don't know if your child actually says that to you. You're beautiful. I don't know. There's a mother out there. I feel like their child is literally in awe, especially when like you put makeup on or you get yourself all jazzed up, Something about a child that really notices when you look different. So I don't know if they do actually compliment you or they just stare at you. That's why. Tell me more about that Page of Swords to the Empress. King of Swords. Someone studying you, boy. Goodness. Oh no, there's a father to child situation here. I don't know if this is your the father of your child, or yeah, I'm really getting that. Or it could be just a masculine in your life that doesn't communicate effectively. So when it comes to how your reputation in this masculine's eyes, they're scrutinizing you. Hater vibes. Why? Oh God, Eight of Swords. I feel like this is someone who wanted to control and trap you. Yeah, you're not. You've done something on your own. And I was getting that kind of vibe over here. Something that you've done something on your own as a parent. Oh, that was not part of the plan. I wanted to trap you. No, that was not meant. Everything happened in divine timing with that person. Now I'm also getting another message here. You have a lot of secret admirers. So I feel like your reputation is that you handle situations with grace. You know how to communicate effectively. You're someone who knows how to use your discernment as well. So if you work with maths or figures, or you do something where it involves speaking, your reputation is that you articulate yourself very well. Whatever you say, you bring in a sense of peace, like you bring peace, a peace of mind when it comes to whatever you're communicating in a professional way, or even to your own child. Or these are people that are quite young. You're able to see things that others don't, but also make them see things from a logical perspective. That's what I'm getting here. I just heard bite my tongue. So also your reputation is like before, maybe this is when you were younger. It could even be your own parent that sees this. That's a whole different message. But there's definitely something to do with in your young days, you didn't know how to channel that. Like maybe your throat chakra was over activated, where you know how to, like I said, bite your tongue. You know how to communicate effectively, assertively now. I'm also getting here to do with some of you. I've got to be real here that your child sees you as someone who's strict. Like I said, what I said. Do not challenge me. You know, you may have a child who has a bit of a smart mouth. That's for some of you with that Page of Swords there, always asking questions. You know, as children do, they're very inquisitive. But why am I getting that? Some of you have a very intelligent child that, you know, for their age, they say things. It's like, what? Where did you get that from? Like, say for instance, it's a 6-year-old. It's like, you should, a 6-year-old should not be talking about that. I don't know where this is going, but there's something to do with your reputation as a parent. Strict. You only need to say it once. Don't challenge me. But also, you are very loving and nurturing as well. Okay, you know how to balance it out with the temperance there. All right, my lovely. So that is what I have here, guys. It was a pleasure reading for you, and all the best. Bye bye.